the beloved rabbit burner has been kidnapped. Oh no! Rabbit burner is being held in a keep overlooking the ocean. Also, it will alert the villain, which we'll learn about later. What is this? Looks like a hidden laboratory, right? There's a table, there's some sort of ensorcelment elixir that has been in the works. He's just gonna like roll in here and just start like flipping furniture, right? This two-headed croconet gator. Start throat chopping. Both throats, right? Double throat chopping. Rabbit's waiting. Save me, Gary, I'm up here somewhere. Save me, come on up. Welcome back to the Dwarven Forge Build of the Month for April of 2021, and this is Wyvern Watch Castle. This build was created using 11 of our castle sets, plus 4 terrain trays, plus 1 pack of miniatures, and the whole thing is available on our web store as a bundle with a bonus gift card, but only for the month of April. This story picks up right where we left off last month with the Sea Cave of Secrets. So let's dive in and see the fate of Rabbit Burner in Wyvern Watch Castle. So before we start, I just want to show we have a few leftover pieces, some decorative bits, a lot of fun fiddly bits. So it should give you a bunch of building options. So you have everything you see here. Oh, and a few of these. So, plenty of leftover pieces to give you some fun options. So the ladder up from the sewers ends in a hatch which opens up into this fountain which is full of stagnant water. So players will rise up. Gary Gygax will come out like it's apocalypse now, dripping in stagnant water out of this old kind of abandoned fountain. It's not been running anymore, but there's still stagnant water in there. It's pretty gross, covered with slime. Comes up and he finds himself in a castle. It was Wyvern Watch Castle. It's been abandoned, but recently it's been taken over by the cultists, the Order of the Crimson Claw. But he doesn't know that yet. He just knows he's in a castle. I'm not quite sure what's going on. He'll look around, maybe some perception checks and whatnot, and he'll hear a familiar little sound. It's the sound of Rabbit Burner singing. He's kind of like just singing a little song. What? That doesn't make any sense, but he's a captive. He's being tortured, I'm sure. He must be miserable. Where could it be? He looks around, and all the way up in the tower, there's a cell. You can just see from the ground there's jail cell bars, and within it's the sweet sounds of a singing little rabbit. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo, oh, I'm a happy little rabbit. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. So your players will waste no time, like throw some rocks or something up, ding, 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 off to the bars and like get Rabbit's attention. Say, oh, hello over there, hello. Who's throwing rocks at my window? And it's me, Scary Gygax. I'm here to save you, Rabbit. We're getting out of here. And then this is the fun part. So you get to the captive and he's like, well, but I don't want to leave. This is delightful here. They're feeding me 6 meals a day. I think I've put on 5 stones. And best of all, my beloved awaits me in the tallest tower there. And tonight is a huge party in my honor. You've come just in time. So of course, Gary Gygax doesn't have time to just sit and have idle chat with the rabbit, much less why the heck does the rabbit not want to get out of here? So Gary races into the courtyard to rescue Rabbit, but then he hears something. There, what's that? A couple of guards come out of a trapdoor over here. Oh, guard. So this is kind of the fun part where the players, they don't know exactly what's in this castle, right? Who's in here? How many? Are there a bunch of guards? Where are they coming from? What's going on? So it's a chance for them to, if they sneak back, they could do a little stealth, hide out, and they can do a little eavesdropping and kind of figure out the lay of the land. So these guards are over here. They say they have to light up the fire for the big event tonight. And they're really excited. We're finally going to bask in the glow of the Crimson Claw. Tonight is the night. Yes, the Crimson Claw comes. It'll be delightful. All right, we got to go hurry up and do our patrol before the others come back from hunting. And then, guard. Let's go away for a few minutes to give the players some time to do something. Okay. Hopefully your players overheard enough information. Like, that was a lot of exposition. At least I know what's going on now. And they can head on up. Once the guards leave, Gary makes a break for it, and it's going to head up to the closest door. You can see there's a door right here. Maybe that will lead up to Rabbit's jail cell. Or maybe this door will lead, I don't know. You got to start one door at a time. So, of course, Gygax will waste no time. But, kick open the door and let's see what's inside. Oh, He's still drunk. So, just an empty storeroom. Gotta go. Gotta find Rabbit. Gotta slap some sense into him. He opens this door. Gary comes on up. He opens the door, and he discovers inside there's a few guards here. They're chatting. They're probably, what are they? They're playing cards and drinking or something, like every good guard is doing. So we've got the murder hole floor here. So maybe when he was down in the storeroom, he could hear them through these, so he knew he could get the jump on them. So Gary rolls in. Your players can have a nice thing. Maybe some sort of fun kung fu fight and defeat the guards. But here's the fun. You got to do it really quietly. Because you don't want to alert anybody else. So it can be a fun, like try and do a surprise round, knock them out in one surprise round before they can sound the alarm. Fun challenge for players. All right, and then at last, his beloved Rabbit is nearby. He races up the stairs and boom, hits, there's like a purple, a violet, magenta force field. And he like ricochets off, but he can hear Rabbit's inside. So if we want, we can put this in. So Rabbit is inside. I can hear him through. He's like, "Whoa, hello, what are you doing, Gary?" And he's like, "Come on, you've got to get out of here. Rabbit, I'm here to save you." And he's like, "Oh, I told you I don't want to leave. I'm the guest of honor today. Tonight is a party in my honor. It's a feast." And so, of course, Gary knows this is not how Rabbit thinks it's going to go down. He may think he's the guest of honor, but he's probably the feast of honor. But Rabbit can tell him that he got they put him in a nice purple bath over in the big tower, and that's how he got through. And if Gary goes take a bath, maybe he too can get through. So now players know what they've got to do. They've got to get to the big tower, and this can be kind of a fun stealth thing, right? How do you get from here over there without being seen? You don't even know where the guards are, what's going on. But conveniently, just at this moment, the door opens, and out come a couple of guards. "Oh, time for our patrol. Oh, I'm drunk. Yeah, me too." So they go, they're going to go on their patrol. They go around, and of course, they're being kind of loud and unguard-like. And one's complaining, he's like, "Oh, why do we have to patrol? Nobody knows we're doing the secret ritual tonight." So your players can do like a little perception check or something, or maybe just let them hear it, but they can hear some snippets of conversation coming through the arrow slits and maybe the door, so they can get a little info from the guards who are not so sneaky. Meanwhile, so as soon as they're past, so now this is the fun part where you can sneak around the castle, the guards are on patrol, you got a moment to get in. As soon as they're past, Gary can burst out and then make his way. Sneaky, 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 stealth check. Sneaky, 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 sneak, 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 sneak. Whew, I'm going into the tower. So, when they head in, we can dismantle the layers of the tower to see what's going on. So, first, right in, nothing in here except there's a glow, like kind of a lavender, chartreuse, violet glow coming from, it's clearly the color of magic. So we'll head on down the stairs. It could go up, we'll go down. And here, down the stairs, and here. We have, the glow is even brighter. You could go into the walls from here if you want, or go down and follow that glow. What is that? What is that mystical glow? That magenta can only mean magic. All right, so our players will head down. In the basement, they'll discover this magenta glow is coming from this mystical circle. Clearly, this is the source of the field that's stopping them from entering Rabbit's cell. This is the source of the wizard lock. A couple arcana checks or some such thing to determine that maybe it's a strange spirit link sort of thing, and they have to, in order to deactivate it, they have to stand on it, and they have to willingly sacrifice that which they hold most dear, his monster manual. But he's not so worried because he's got Monster Manual 2 and the Fiend Folio, and there's plenty of stuff in there. So he's like, all right, I'll make it work. And he feels the purple, the magenta glow fills him, and now he can pass through the barrier and get Rabbit out of there. All right, no time to lose. Let's get back to that Rabbit. And up the stairs. The players can come back out, and maybe the guards are just rounding the corner. If you want to like get get the pressure on them. The guards can be around the corner, so you have to make a stealth check, sort of dive under, then go low under these crenellations so they're really hard to see, maybe give them an advantage, or maybe they're impossible to see at that point. You can sneak really low into the tower, having completed the ritual. Goes through the door, and he can come up the stairs, and he can now go through the magenta force field and reunite with Rabbit. So first thing he's going to do with the Jost reunion, he's going to run up and give Rabbit a good slap. You fool! You've been ensorcelled. That wasn't a bath, that was a ritual. You're being held by a cult. They're not having you to dinner, they're going to have you for dinner. Oh, that's nonsense, Gary. I'm having a delightful time. But just at that very moment, they hear a commotion out the window. Sound of the gates opening, and through the gates, this huge hunting parties returned, right? So now there's like 20 guards all have gathered in the courtyard. Out onto the balcony, the perfect balcony for a villain to monologue, steps our villainess. She's a tall dragonborn, red dragonborn, and her name is Dracarys.
Ah, my subjects, I am here. The time is nigh. We will bring fire back to the Crimson Claw Wyvern. Bring forth our guest of honor.
This guard, everybody turns and looks as this guard heads on over, bump, 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 up the stairs, bump, 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 unsuspectingly, bump, 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 bump. He goes on in the door. It's like, whoop. There's a moment. Everybody's waiting. And then they get to the door, and wow! They meet Gary's fist. Hooah! The guys go flying out. Everybody turns. The guest of honor. And now it's time to run. So Gary and Rabbit race out for their lives. Nothing can stand up to Gary. He's in full Liam Neeson throat chop mode. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Throwing guys off. But then they hear something in the sky. It's the Crimson Claw Wyvern. So swooping in out of the red sky, they immediately turn around. We do not want any part of this wyvern. They go the other direction, running around the corner. Uh-oh, there's more cultists. There's more guards. What are you gonna do? Meanwhile, the wyvern comes swooping in and lands on this tower. Is hypnotized by this crystal. It's ensorcelled under the control of Dracarys. The wyvern swoops up. She says,
Yes, catch the rabbit. Feast upon it and you will regain the fire that was stolen from you.
So the wyvern can swoop up and attack your players, right? You can have this really fun aerial battle where they can kind of duck for cover. The thing kind of hit and run, right? It's not going to stop. It's going to swoop in, make an attack with its 10-foot reach, and then swoop out and keep circling around. So you can just keep doing these strafing runs to keep the players on their toes. So of course, Rabbit and Gary, they're going to duck for cover, and they're like, wait, there's only one way to destroy this thing. Clearly, gotta destroy the crystal. Gotta destroy the crystal. That's what's controlling the wyvern. So it's a fun chance for your players to figure out what's a cool way to get up here. The tricky thing about this tower, there's no door over here, right? So they have to either go through a trap door or go through in here and get into the wall, enter it through the wall, then go up the stairs. Or perhaps there's another clever way. Perhaps there's a convenient flagpole nearby. So Gary sees the flagpole, sees his chance, clambers up the flagpole, launch, land on the top of the tower, and then boom, a couple of cinematic hits, bap, boom, bap, give it your all, crystal gets shattered. So, once the crystal's destroyed, the wyvern's freed, and the wyvern is angry. So now is the fun, this is the turnabout, right? So then the wyvern can swoop around and can go and attack. The cultists are going to be just like fleeing in terror, right? They're realizing they had some bad life choices. They don't want to be part of this. Wyverns are circling around, just looking to kill anybody. So now the players can make a sort of dilemma decision, right? They could jet out of here and leave the kind of cult to their own devices, let the wyvern do whatever, or they could try, maybe now's your chance. We got to take out the leader, stamp this cult out once and for all. Maybe even take out the wyvern because that thing is just a massive threat. So there's a choice. Do we leave it, get out of here safely, or do we fight? And of course, we know what choice Gary's going to take. Vengeance. Vengeance is my middle name. So you can have some fun bit where maybe the your sorceress is blasting, doing some AoE damage. There's some cool range attacks from up on this balcony. It's hard to kill. Maybe it can be kind of fun back and forth. Maybe frustrating. She's got some cover from the balcony. It could be a tough thing. And then if you want, you can do like the fun Deus Ex Machina, of course. Like just maybe the players are a bunch of them got downed. Maybe Rabbit gets downed. No, my beloved, why would you strike me down? Oh, it's looking bad. Gary's on his last legs, and then out of the sky, roar, angry and seeing delicious prey, not afraid to eat her own kind, the Crimson Claw Wyvern swoops in.
My pet, what are you doing? No, unhurry!
Carries her away, where she flies off into the shadowy red sky, never to be seen again until maybe next season. We'll have to see. Keep that villain and bring her back. And of course, with their leader slain, a bunch of them slain, the cult is broken. They disperse. They rue their poor life choices. And Gary and Rabbit, they take this castle and they keep it. It's a fixer-upper. But now they control Wyvern Watch Castle. They'll make it their new home together. It should be a nice place to live. Should we make a nice house here? Yeah, I think we live here. Would you live with me forever, Rabbit? Yeah, Gary, yeah, sounds good. Rabbit, I didn't know until you were taken away how much you meant to me. You're my everything, Rabbit. You complete me, Rabbit. And that was Wyvern Watch Castle. This epic build should keep your players enthralled for hours. This whole thing is available as a bundle on our web store with a bonus gift card, but only for the month of April. Also, for the first time ever, we're going to do a deluxe bundle that adds an inline tower and an artillery post so you can expand this castle out a whole nother foot if you want the maximum castle coverage. If you enjoyed this and want to help us make the next one, tune in to the building of the Build of the Month on our Twitch channel, where we take your ideas and suggestions and incorporate them into the final build. Finally, big thanks to Iny202, who named and voiced our villainous Dracarys. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on this or any other quality content from Dwarven Forge. We hope this inspired you, and now it's back to the anvil.